Hey, this is Susan Fouché with Voices for Learning, helping you grow as a voice actor. In this video, I am going to talk about how to make money with voiceovers on Fiverr. And one thing that will really help you make money, more money with voiceovers on Fiverr, is optimizing your thumbnail. So this video is all about that. If you're not making enough money on Fiverr with voiceovers, it may just be because your thumbnail isn't all that great. So I'm going to show you my thumbnail formula that I believe has allowed me to reach top results on Fiverr. Here we go. Okay, so let's start off first off in Fiverr. I am on, what is this? Selling mode, and I have typed in just voiceover. I'm just looking for people who are in voiceover. I just typed voiceover here in the search bar, just hit search, and this is what I came up with. So it's a mix of men, women, English-speaking voice talent from all around the world. It's just, I just typed in voiceover. So this is what the algorithm has returned to me. And if you'll notice, a lot of these thumbnails are gorgeous. And the two things that they all kind of like have, most of them have, is a really great headshot and text that explains why this voiceover artist is going to be good, you know, why you're not going to waste your money when you purchase services from this voice actor. So I believe the formula for a really good thumbnail on Fiverr is that combination of a really good headshot and then text. Not a crazy amount of text, but just enough that people can read. Like, I really like this guy right here, John T. Coleman. 14,000 plus voice orders delivered. Okay, but you may say, well, yeah, but what if you're just like starting on Fiverr and you don't have 14,000 plus voiceovers that have been delivered? Okay, well then you do kind of like what Lauren Gobes did. You've got, you know, her name right here, gorgeous, voice talent, lovely, and then just some bullet points. Broadcast quality, fast, friendly service, and then something about, you know, what her, what she offers, 24-hour, 48-hour, 12-hour delivery turnarounds. Now, she does have over 1,000 orders completed. If you don't, then just leave that off. I mean, when I first started on Fiverr, I didn't say anything about that, and honestly, on my thumbnail, I still don't, because it's written down in here. It will show you, you know, what their rate is, you know, how many orders they delivered on this one particular gig. So it will show stuff like that. You know, you don't necessarily have to have how many orders you've completed, especially if you haven't completed that many. Don't worry about that. But the formula is, going back to that, is a really good headshot and some text. Now, I want to spend a little bit of time on the whole idea of a headshot. Let me show you I don't have the very, very, very first headshot that I ever did. Well, let me back into this. I've only had one series of headshots done. I've only visited a professional photographer one time. And that was actually like, I don't know, a couple years ago. So I'd been doing voiceovers for like over 5 years, you know, and that was my job. I was making money. I was, you know, providing for my household without a headshot. So you can do voiceovers just perfectly fine without a professional headshot. But I am going to say this. My sales increased a lot when I finally got a professional photographer and I sat for her, and I actually had my hair done and my makeup done, and I took time and picked out my clothes, and I sat for her. And she took beautiful pictures of me. So I am going to say that a headshot is really, really important. You can do it without a headshot. You can just get your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whatever, your mom, to take a picture of you. That's what I did before. And then I finally realized, you know what? I'm just not doing myself justice. And so I just spent the money and just did it. So let me first show you I don't have my first headshot. I wish I could find it. You would laugh if you saw it. You just would. Just trust me. But I will show you some intermediate headshots. All right, so this was a headshot. It wasn't even a headshot. It was just, there was this kid. He was giving a tour of my son's school, and he said that he was in photography, and he had like a picture. He showed me some pictures, and I was like, wow, those are pretty cool. Would you, take some pictures of me? So we met at a bookstore here in Nashville, and he took some pictures of me. But he's like 16 years old, okay? So he's not a professional photographer. He had a really nice camera, but clearly this is not a professional picture. But it worked. It worked for a number of years. It was fine. But, he took this picture, and then he also took this picture. Hang on, how can I get... I mean... And I used this picture, but I look at it now and I'm like, what were you thinking? This is not a good representation of your face. It's so horrible. But it was just the way I did it, whatever. So here's like some other pictures. I edited them, make them black and white, put different filters on them. This picture was taken at Parnassus Books, which is great bookstore in Nashville. There I am, obviously like a filter. It looks ridiculous. So there was that. And then, I'm in a lot of networking groups, and somebody in the networking group was like, hey, I'll do a headshot, pay me $35. And I I signed up for it, and then I forgot about it. So my next headshot, here's this. I'll show it to you, and you're going to laugh. And again, because it was $35, it was an afterthought, and I was like an hour from leaving and thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get my picture taken. I better do my hair. So this was my best effort on that. What was I even thinking? I mean, this is not a headshot. This is I just know somebody with a really nice camera. So if you have a picture like this, okay, fine, it works. It absolutely works. But I promise you, if you will take the time and get your hair done, and ladies, gentlemen with curly hair, just like me, I understand. It is a pain in the neck. You got to straighten that hair, but straight hair really does look better in a photograph. I'm all for curls. I'm all for natural hair. But this just looks like a mess. And my hair always looks like a mess. I have something called UHS. It's a real thing. UHS. You can look it up. UHS. It stands for uncombable hair syndrome. You cannot comb my hair. I will break the comb. I will break the brush. This hair right here, it does not comb. If you're like that, then you go to a hairdresser and you break theirs. You just pay them. They have to do your hair. It's just the way it is. And the hairdresser that I went to for my headshots, I don't ever go to her anymore because she was not happy with me. But let's look at my current thumbnails for Fiverr and my headshots. So here that is. Now, that took about an hour and a half to get my hair to look like that, but it looks good. It looks like professional hair. So, and this is the thumbnail that I use for my English language learning voiceover gig on Fiverr, and I make a lot of money off of this. So, again, nice headshot. I took some time. I actually had somebody else do my hair since I have uncombable hair syndrome. And I did my own makeup. I just went to YouTube, looked up how to do it, did it pretty good, I think. Picked out an outfit that was nice. And the main thing, though, was that I spent some money on the headshots. The headshots ended up being about $400. So if this is something that you can afford, then absolutely 100% do it. Do yourself justice and do it. This is much better than the photographs that I showed you of me before, which were not headshots. They were just somebody had a camera and took my picture. So that's my formula. If you are interested in a really great online course for how to make $20,000 on Fiverr, there's a course in the description called How to Make $20,000 on Fiverr. And the course is taught by my good friend Anthony Pica. It's actually the course that I took, and I will vouch for it. It is an amazing course, and you will make $20,000 on Fiverr. So do it. Check it out. Anyway, have a great day. Thanks for watching to the end. If you found this video useful, give me a thumbs up. I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.